Hi, Professor Sharon Schroeder here. Today is April 15th, 2023. These are the results for Lab 10, the antibiotic sensitivity Kirby Bauer diffusion test. I'm going to go ahead and start by showing my results. And as you can see, I don't have very much of anything going on here. Um, the instructions read that you're going to let the agar plate incubate for 12 hours, and I did do that. I let it sit for 12 hours, and after 12 hours I went and checked the plate, and I still didn't see anything happening. So I let it incubate for an additional 12 hours, and I still didn't see anything. um I even let it sit for a couple more hours, and today I still have nothing going on here. Nothing in the way of what was going on in the hands-on lab that showed the example of how the lawn is supposed to grow around the different types of the antibiotics, to show the resistance to that they might have, the antibiotics, the effects they might have on the different cultures. So for this one, let me see here. I used the Cerevisiae, I believe. Let me double check. Um, Give me 1 minute. Um, Let me just make sure I'm talking about the right. I did two labs back to back just for time's sake because I had, no, this, I used the S. epidermidis, for this particular lab. So, um, I, am kind of wondering what could have gone wrong with this. Um, so, um, Let me see here. Um, Let me go back to my rubric. So this is my results. Like I said, I don't show anything. I don't know what could have happened. So explain whether the experiment was successful, and whether expected results were obtained. I don't feel like this particular lab that I performed this time around was successful. I was expecting to see, like I stated, um, different diameters in the, around um, the little tabs, the novobiocin, the penicillin, and the dentamycin. I believe that's what it's called. As I have stated already, I don't show anything. Um, on the penicillin with my tweezers, I think, press down a little bit too hard, and it kind of went a little bit into the agar. Um, but the other ones, I placed them lightly, still nothing is happening. Um, I don't know if it has anything to do with the age of the incubated culture. Um, because in my last lab, I kind of noticed that there wasn't a lot of growth, um, turbidity in the tubes. I don't know if the age of the culture has anything to do with the reason why this wasn't successful. I followed the directions and nothing has happened. Um, so, like I said, in the hands-on learning, with around the discs, it shows the diameter of the resistance that these different types of antibiotics have. I can't show any of that here in this experiment because I have not myself experienced any of that. So that is that. Explain how the experiment results apply to real life. So I don't know necessarily if this type of testing is still used in today's medicine. Um, I mean, I'm assuming in some forms of medicine it is used. It just kind of seems like a little bit. age technology on how a physician would find out, because the testing itself is really used to find out what antibiotics are resistant to certain bacterias in order or viruses in order for a physician to treat a patient accordingly. So that's the importance of this test. Now, how it can apply to real life is, like I stated, this is very important if we're dealing with different types of bacteria or different viruses for, a patient to be prescribed the correct antibiotic to treat the correct symptoms and problems. So this is how I think that this relates to real life. It's very important because it's not really good for patients to take antibiotics just for no reason, or ones that might not treat what their problem is, because antibiotics they don't just kill the bad bacteria, they kill even the good bacteria. So it's really important that when we're dealing with antibiotics or the bacteriostatic type of medications, that we're using the right types for whatever is going on, whatever problem. So describe any experimental errors that occurred and how these might be avoided in the future. I don't know how I could have improved on this. I don't know if the error occurred with the agar plate. I don't know if the error occurred with the culture being too old. I don't know if the error occurred with these little tablets. I can't really pinpoint what went wrong with the experiment. I do know that something did go wrong because I definitely should have seen some growth on the plate, which I'm not seeing any. So, how this can it be avoided in the future? As of the last two labs, I haven't had any problems really seeing any turbidity or growth in different experiments that I've done. So my only correlation to the problem that I've had today and with my last lab is the age of the cultures. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. This is just my hypothesis. So these are the results for lab 10, the Kirby Bauer diffusion testing. Thank you.